Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. Is a billionaire boom in Florida any bonus to us? And world leaders with legs. We'll discuss.
Hi, I'm Lulu from 92.1 CTQ. Picking the right pet food can be confusing. Today, our pet expert is here with the latest gourmet goodies for our four-legged friends.
I'm Beth. Are you afraid you can't afford a home here on the Suncoast? Well, in today's Suncoast for sale, we have homes that you can buy for the same price that you could rent.
And I'm Linda Carson. Twin brothers lead separate lives but share a tragic love story and a dramatic new musical at the Venice Theater. We'll have a preview. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show and welcome back to Lulu. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
You girls look so springy. I missed the fun memo today.
You look springy.
You're different, but you guys all color coordinate. Beth.
Not spring it up, but we're all in your colors.
I'm sort of the middle and you take off from me.
Yeah,
that's
very
good.
nice. It works very well. Well, speaking of looking springy and beautiful, Lulu, I saw a picture of you on social media this weekend in a cream, stunning dress. Tell us the story. Were you somewhere fabulous?
I was somewhere fabulous. I was emceeing, along with Les McCurdy, the St. Jude event. It's called Foodlosophy.
Oh, yes. We learned about that.
Yeah. It was the second annual event, and that's where that was taken, right there.
Wow. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Do you dress like that for your radio show?
Never. I don't even dress like this for my radio show.
Well, and here's another photo. I understand you were out at White Buffalo. Who are you with?
That is William Michael Morgan, and he has a song, I Met a Girl.
And he got to be a girl.
It was you.
Yeah.
But you know what, really, the truth be told, he's engaged. But he's engaged to John Wayne's granddaughter.
Oh, that's cool.
Who's in another band called Runaway June. But he's fabulous.
All right, I have to ask, I know you get up early. How do you do all this stuff at night? Are you a napper? That's a hard life to live on both ends of the clock.
It is. And sometimes I'm dragging, but I did discover the skill of napping. I used to hate it, because once you nap, you get up, you don't feel good.
You feel loggy.
So I realized that it will pay off later. So if I take a nap going, I can't get up from this nap, I know later on, throughout the course of the night, it pays off.
And if you have somewhere to be, you'll feel better once you get there.
You will.
What time do you get up for your show?
3:30.
3:30.
But she's out and about late at night.
The makeup goes on better when you take a nap.
Okay,
you know?
we agree. I'm a big napper, so
Yes.
I totally agree. All right, well, we love seeing you out and about, and you look fabulous.
Thank
so great to have you here. We have someone new joining us in the kitchen today. I want to welcome Chad McCorkle. He is the owner of Ben's Soft Pretzels. Tell us about your pretzels, Chad.
We're Amish-inspired pretzels. We have different pretzels, pockets, dogs, 11 different dips. We're inside the Walmart at University in Lockwood Ridge.
Okay, that's another great reason to poke your head in there. And also, April is National Pretzel Month. So it's an appropriate time to start celebrating a little early the opening for Ben's Soft Pretzels. We're going to join you in the kitchen in just a few minutes. And I admit, I already had a little bite.
I don't blame you.
So much for watching the carb intake this week. It was wonderful. It is also Manatee Appreciation Day. And I don't know anybody that appreciates manatees more than Linda Carson, because you have had an intimate encounter with
relationship.
Yep. It's always a reason to show this, Linda. Tell us what's happening there.
Well, Snooty is kissing me. Now, I used to kiss Snooty on the mouth, and Snooty's trainer said, no, don't kiss Snooty on the mouth, and I thought she was saying that, for my own good, I shouldn't, and I said, oh, nobody can tell me who to kiss. I'm the media. And she said, well, I just wanted to tell you that manatees eat their own poop, so I thought you might not want to. So
this was after she did it.
It was after I kissed him. From now on, it's on the cheek.
Oh, and then you just wash that part off?
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Now we know.
You know not to kiss a manatee.
Yeah.
Why does a manatee want to eat what it eliminates? I do not understand.
I don't know the answer to that question. I wonder that
bothersome.
quite often,
bothersome
I guess.
to me.
I don't want to think about it.
Me either. But you know, they're so sweet and docile and so amazing to run into.
You know, the funny thing about
waters.
Snooty, he loves the camera. So people walk in there and he heads for the camera. Somebody comes in with a bigger camera, he leaves that one and goes to the bigger camera.
He does.
He is a media hound.
Yes, he is, and well deserved, because he is our what, oldest manatee resident here.
Oldest manatee living in captivity.
Just in
Everywhere.
the world.
Well, we're glad he's here. So we appreciate all manatees today.
Just don't kiss them on the lips.
Yes, good to know. Learn something new every day here. It is time for our first hot topic, and here's something else you might not have known. It is a billionaire boom. Are the ultra-rich moving here just to avoid state income tax? There are currently 51 billionaires in the Sunshine State. That's up 16% from last year. The number of billionaires here has doubled in the last decade. Florida's lack of state income tax saves the richest relocators here more in 1 year than most of us make in a lifetime.
Wow.
With no tax benefit per se, is there any reason to rejoice that we are attracting the uber wealthy?
I wonder if they're married.
I was just going to say, where are they? Yes, we'd like to attract the billionaires. Who's single here? Yeah. Hello.
Wow.
Billionaires.
Calling all billionaires.
Hello.
So I actually looked at like the skew map where they put the dots in the state, and they are, and this won't surprise you, primarily southeast, so Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. So that might be where you want to troll with your sign. Looking for billionaires.
Let's go, girls.
You didn't have any dots in Sarasota or Bradenton?
You know, there were a couple closer than this, but that was more Naples-ish. So
That's not far.
It's not far. It's
far
not
either.
far. But I mean, really,
I'm sure there's
you
some
could fly.
here.
I'd like
feel
to think there is a benefit, though. Is it philanthropy? Is it? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, regardless if you're a billionaire or not, no one wants to pay more than they need to in taxes. I mean, I personally don't. I'm not nowhere close to be a billionaire. So I think it's the same concept. You're going to go where it's economically feasible for you and, you know, better.
And this is probably not their only home. I'll bet they all have homes in other places.
But welcome.
Yes,
We welcome you with open arms.
All bachelor billionaires.
Yes.
Relocate to Sarasota.
Okay, and this
just in case, I have a couple of empty lots next to my house.
this cracks me up because I figured you'd all be like, oh, you're just here to get a tax break and hide your money. Nope, they're like, bring them on.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're not prejudiced against money.
All right, good to know. Well, speaking of money, they say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. But if Jack lived in America, all work is not such a bad thing. A study from Columbia and Harvard compared the lifestyles of American men and Italian men to find out how work is valued and it affects social status. Well, the results showed that Americans value hard work and a lot of hustle. The Italians viewed leisure as a sign of high social status. So is it bad that hard work is how American men define themselves?
No, that's what I like in a man who will work hard. I guess I grew up with that. The first thing I can remember my parents saying about me behind my back was, she's a real hard worker. And I took great pride in that. So I was always looking for a man who was a hard worker.
I mean, I think hard working is good, but you have to have that balance. And if you can vacation all day, that means you've arrived. I mean, that's really
a billionaire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think that fact that they'll say leisure as the status quo is a good idea because you can't afford leisure if you don't have any money.
Hard work pays off.
Yeah.
How do they have so much leisure time?
Yeah.
They had to make some money at some point.
Where did it come from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just have nothing in common with a person like that. You know, I want to talk about my job and work, and I want to talk about their job. I don't want to talk about them sitting at home. What do you do with leisure?
That would be so annoying.
It would be annoying if they were having leisure and you
they
weren't.
calling
Oh
you at
yeah,
work.
no. And I
We
would
want.
We have
I'm
that
working.
problem just in my household. I mean, because my husband and I often have different days off, and I know it's his deserved day off, but I am cranky when I get up and pull in a full work day and come home and he's sitting there watching soaps or something. I'm like, that is not okay.
Yeah,
So
that bothered me too.
it has to be equal leisure. That's
Yes.
for sure. And I know you do yard work, honey.
I'm
Don't
gonna
get mad
stick
at
with
me.
American man.
I'll be in trouble later. A headline in the Daily Mail is being called mind-blowingly sexist. It shows the Scottish and British prime ministers with the words, forget about Brexit, who won Lexit. The women are pictured, all right, admittedly, with a lot of nice-looking leg in the photo. The article, though, goes on to comment about the leaders' legs in the text and how great they look. Twitter went crazy, saying this is why women march. What do you think?
Does having good legs make you a good leader? Abraham Lincoln was a good leader. I bet he didn't have good legs.
Well, we didn't get any pictures of it. We don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that's just wrong. That's not what makes a good leader. And they're trying to point out, oh, it's just a girl. So I think it's a little insulting.
I agree.
How do I feel?
I don't really have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Like, I love brilliant women who can look sexy and hot and then have something to bring to the table, too.
It's hard to look sexy and hot at 60.
Well, no, but I think
And they do.
But it makes the idea that if you are brilliant and you're doing something constructive, you have to look frumpy and you can't look good. No, I feel like you can have both. You can look like you're, a sex symbol at the same time, be educated and do something that is changing the world.
I feel like they focus too much on the fact that they are very attractive women with great legs in their 50s and 60s. So that's fabulous, but let's not have that denounced from what else they
And it takes a long time to look good.
That I agree with.
It does. You have to, and I guess they have people. But still, I don't think we ought to judge our leaders on how attractive they are.
But we do. Remember what Hillary Clinton went through? I mean, she was just absolutely abused for looking frumpy.
But some of those pantsuits were atrocious.
I guess they were.
And okay, we do criticize Donald for his hair.
That's right.
So at least we're not being sexist in that matter. But
yeah, I mean, I think it's two separate issues. I don't think we're saying that because they have nice legs, they're not, capable at their jobs. I think it's just, and they have nice legs.
That would have been a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's nice legs.
Or they're attractive. They're very attractive women.
Right, absolutely.
Those two things can go together. You can be attractive and smart.
Goldie
and
Meir didn't have good
powerful.
legs. I just know she didn't. She was a great leader.
Well, we are just glad that there are two powerful women there in the UK, so good to see that. Well, we know our legs look great in heels, but is it at the expense of our neck and back? The British Chiropractic Association found that 73% of women suffer from back pain. In many cases, high heels are to blame. Heels, of course, cause tension in your spine, and backless heels, or mules, even worse. They provide no support at the back of your foot. But there's a big list of other fashionable dangers, and these cracked me up. Skinny jeans apparently constrict proper muscle movement. Well, yeah, you can't walk in them. Also, heavy over-the-shoulder bags. They cause you to lean to one side. And this is not one we have to worry about much here or that I ever thought of. Big puffy hoods, in a winter coat, they actually constrict your neck movement, which I remember growing up. You sort of had to turn like this if you wanted to look big coats to see anybody. So the pain we go through for fashion.
I need 2 knee replacements from high heels. I just know that's why. So
really? You think
in the long run, the long run, you do pay for it.
All right.
Yeah, they say it all the time.
Well, do you walk in the heels that you wear here all day? You do? Because you wear very high heels.
And I've been told that it's not good. But I am so short that I feel uncomfortable with flats.
I understand that. I do too. You feel diminished because we're little.
I don't know about diminish. I just feel uncomfortable.
You're hard to diminish, so that would be true. So a really touching story from Clearwater. A woman calls for help after being stabbed 32 times by an ex-boyfriend and left to die. A first responder EMT saves her and helped transport her to a trauma center. Months later, they're reunited at an event where she was speaking about her experience, and they started dating. 5 years after they met, on the worst day of her life, they are celebrating the best day of their lives together when they got married.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Her protector.
That is.
And that's what our first responders are.
Yep.
And so she met
Heroes.
her personal one. They are our heroes. They're our first call.
He
That's a
literally
beautiful
saved
story.
her.
Yes,
I
it
love
is.
the story. And the fact that he was there for her when it was another man that had harmed her, yet he became the man that saved and protects her now forever.
That's a great story.
Prince Charming.
It is.
So good story, and it's nice that it's right here close to the Suncoast. All right, we're going to check in with our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, Venice Theater has a very dramatic new musical to tell us about.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. A beautiful day once again today. Lots of sunshine out over into the waters too. Things looking pretty good there. There is a storm system moving through Houston right now, which will eventually bring us a chance for rain down the road. We'll talk more about that coming up at 5. But the forecast through this evening looks great. Temperatures staying on the warm side. By 11 o'clock should be at 67 degrees, mostly fair skies. Right now, current temperatures up and down the coast in the upper 70s right near the water and into the low to mid 80s inland. Lots of dry air in place, so this next storm system isn't going to bring us an abundance of rainfall, but it will bring us a few showers. Again, it looks like Friday will be the main timing for that. And as far as the severe weather goes, that chance is more so over the southeast, not so much for us. Things will stay quiet here on that front. We are not anticipating any thunderstorm activity here. All that should stay to our north. Well, much more on the forecast. Let you know about that cold front headed our way and another one early next week. Details on that coming up today at 5. See you then.
love and life turned tragic in the new musical Blood Brothers at the Venice Theater. Actors Dennis Clark and Brian Kraft play the twin brothers who are separated at birth. And they're here to tell us what happens when those brothers meet again later in life. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
This sounds like a great show. So tell us a little about the story.
Sure. I mean, overall, it's basically the story of nature versus nurture. Two boys are separated at birth. One grows up with a very wealthy family. One grows up in a very poor family, and how their lives change as they grow older, and you watch the two of them as two different people.
So they are going on two different paths.
Correct.
And this really influences who they become?
I think so, yeah.
Ah.
Do they know each other?
They don't know that they are brothers, but they
Okay.
meet each other and they
Okay.
become friends.
Do they know they have a twin when they're young?
Yes,
He does.
I do.
You do, but he doesn't know.
No.
So how do they eventually come together? How do they find this out?
Well, it's like wrong side of the tracks, you know. I'm the wealthy kid who kind of wants to see what that world's all about, so I kind of wander down to where he lives, and we end up meeting each other, and I find him very interesting because I have a very sheltered life, and I don't get to play with a lot of kids, so we become friends, and then it goes on from there.
So you recognize a similarity?
Well, no.
No.
We just become friends.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
young boy, I'm a young boy, we're the same age, let's be friends.
Although I have to tell you, from the casting standpoint, the similarity in like your builds and your
You
head
could
shape,
be
you
twins.
absolutely could be twin brothers. That's very fun.
Yeah.
Well, on Broadway, the Cassidy brothers played the twins.
They did, yeah.
So they had a real twin bond, or at least a real brother bond. How do you create this?
We worked together before, and I think we've instantly had kind of like a really great connection, collaborating and really working together closely
Yeah,
on,
and I
on
tried
the
to
project.
actually not do that too much because we grew up very separate, so I want to have some
Yeah.
sort of differentiation between the two of us. But when we're together, we have great chemistry
Show the
together. Yeah.
nurture.
That's good.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Okay, is this a comedy or a drama? Is it more funny or more dramatic?
It's really funny because when we're kids, it is really, really funny. We've got a lot of moments that are really funny with the distinguishment between the two of us and our different characteristics. And it really is a play with music, though, to me. I really
like
don't consider it
that.
to be a musical, like a standard musical. But there is a lot of acting. It's really a lot of, you know, depth to it. And there's a really, really powerful story that makes an impact. So
Now, I know you guys are great actors, but it starts with them at 7 years old. Do you
Right.
play the 7-year-olds?
yes, we do.
you really?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Well,
So-
that has to be hilarious.
Oh, I
So
want
much
to
fun.
see that.
Yeah, I channel my little nephew, who's about 7 years old now, too. And everything that he does, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And how he reacts to the world, I tried to mimic a lot of that. Yeah.
Very good. Well, you're not being compared to anything here because this has never been done here before. It's hard to find a play that's never been done on the Suncoast.
That's
Right.
so true.
Yep.
Yeah, we're excited to be bringing in the regional
Yep, absolutely.
premiere here.
And so you have to be able to play 7-year-olds and adults and sing. So while you guys are getting ready to sing, go over there and get ready to sing for us. We want to hear what it sounds like. But we want to tell you, if you want to see Blood Brothers, and it sounds like it is going to be great, it's at the Venice Theater, March 30th through April 23rd. And for tickets and information, go to thevenicestage.com. And now, Blood Brothers, take it away.
If I was like him, I know all the right words.
If I was like him, I'd know some real birds. Apart from those in my dreams and in magazines.
Just look at his hair.
His hair's dark and wavy, mine's mousy to fair.
Mine's the color of gravy.
Each part of his face is in just the right place. Is he laughing at me? At my nose, did he notice?
I should wear a brace.
And I've got halitosis. When nature picked on me, she chose to stick on me. Eyes that don't match,
And ears that stick out.
she picked the wrong batch when she handed mine out. And then she attacked me with permanent acne. I wish I was a bit like, wish that I could score a hit like, and be just a little bit like that guy. That guy.
I wish that I could be like a little less like me. Like the sort of guy I see like that guy. That guy.
twin brothers. Don't miss Blood Brothers. It is at the Venice Theater through March 30th. And March 30th through April 23rd, so you have a few more days to see it. And tickets and information at VeniceStage.com. Next, we're going to play a game.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today. Fun for the whole family. The 25th Annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County, fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment with headliners the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Kim Betts, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4. Children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, April 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Venice Airport Festival grounds.
The Sarasota Film Festival is March 31st through April 9th, featuring independent films from around the world, panels, parties, and conversations with stars, all happening in downtown Sarasota.
You don't want to miss it, so get your festival guide and choose the films and events you want to attend.
Buy your tickets online, by phone, or at the Hollywood 20 box office. They go fast, so get them now.
So join us to see and be seen.
A unique celebration of a distinctive cultural gem in Sarasota. La Musica, the annual international festival of chamber music, with renowned musicians from 4 continents. April 3rd through April 12th at the Sarasota Opera House and at Sainer Pavilion. Buy your tickets now.
As you just heard, the musical Blood Brothers at Venice Theater is about twins who were separated at birth and go down different paths. So we've made a game. We are going to show a person that you probably don't know. They are the sibling of a celebrity. And then we're going to have the ladies guess exactly who they are related to. So let's play Name the Famous Sibling. And we have a new toy. We're very, very excited about this. Producer Joey Panic got us a button to buzz in. So, play your... It has everybody's name. I don't know how well you can hear that, but trust me, it's all I've been hearing all afternoon. So.
Do I need my glasses?
No. You don't. Oh, yeah, you might.
I do.
You might, because you're going to have to look at the picture of the sibling. All right, let's do number 1. We're going to start with an easy one. Okay. Here is Dave. He is with his mother and brother on the red carpet. Not only is Dave famous, but so is his brother. So, is he related to Ryan Gosling, James Franco, or Zac Efron? Okay, I don't know.
James Franco.
I have no idea. James
Number
Franco.
1.
That's right.
That was good.
Number 1.
Was number 1 Franco?
Number 1.
I won.
No, that was number 2. That was number 2. James Franco was number 2. Say the name, Linda. You're confusing me.
Okay.
This is James Franco.
So we're just going to randomly select the name going forward.
Okay, yes. Select the name of who it is. All right. Let's try again. We're going to take a look at another picture. This is Brandy. She is at the Red Carpet MTV Awards. Is Brandy related to Miley Cyrus, Lady Gaga, or Gwen Stefani? Bobette.
Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani, and that is another correct answer. No, that is not a correct answer.
Oh, no.
Oh, Joey's clapping. You're not going to be able to clap, Joey.
Miley Cyrus, really?
Miley Cyrus
I didn't know she had a sister.
Brandy's sister.
Wow.
And you can tell that I do not have the right answers with me, so therefore you're going to have to put them on the
We'll
screen.
vote on the right answer.
Right, we'll vote. Or I'll just pick my favorite of the day.
We're easy, don't worry.
All right, let's try another one. I want you to meet Linda. You don't know her, and she is all dressed up, posing with her sister for a photo.
You know who
Wow,
that is?
Lulu rings in before there's options.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez is correct.
Wow.
She has a sister, too.
How did you know Linda Lopez? Is that her name?
Yeah, and she's also a media person.
Oh,
What does she do?
She was
Like
reported for
E! or
ET.
something?
Yeah,
and she's very tall. Much
Yes.
taller than Jennifer.
You
She
think
does
the
radio,
tallest
too.
sister would be the most famous.
It's not always about
I got
that.
excited, sorry.
All right, let's see who knows this one. I like the early buzzes. This is Michael. He's standing next to his famous brother. Is Michael related to David Schwimmer, Colin Farrell, or Bo Beth? Is he related to
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine is correct, and the one answer I didn't get out.
Oh,
very
you know how I
good.
knew?
See, if you'd gotten that out, I
How?
would have known.
I'm just looking based on the body.
Oh,
Really?
good.
I recognize the person.
So you knew that it wasn't David Schwimmer or
No,
Colin
I didn't know.
Farrell?
Because I was looking at him. I was like, oh, that's Adam Levine right there.
You like Adam Levine?
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently.
I like
My
Adam
sister's
Levine.
3 inches taller than I am.
So
We
if
don't
Adam's
look
not
at all
available,
alike.
call his brother Michael. That's what
Yeah.
we just learned. All right.
This is the brother and sister?
This is Drew. And yes, Drew is not nearly as hot as his stunning sister, I hate to say. Does that mean? But who is this stunning sister? Is it Nicole Kidman?
Oh, I know.
Renee Zellweger?
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger. That was Lulu.
That didn't look like
or
her.
Kate Hudson. Yeah, to me that
Oh, I
was
was gonna say
Renee
Kate
Zellweger.
Hudson.
Okay, Kate Hudson's a little taller than that, I think. So Renee Zellweger's brother, Drew, does not look much like her.
No.
So we wouldn't have known that one. All right, here's another one. Pippin in the City. But let's take a guess. Is his sister Sarah Jessica Parker,
No.
Helen Hunt, or Robin Wright?
I don't know what any of those people look like. Linda.
Linda.
I think it's Robin Wright.
And
I have no idea who she is.
Who's the answer?
that is
Oh,
not
Sarah
correct.
Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica- And you know what? There was a good hint here.
Wow.
Pippin in the City.
Oh, Sex in the City.
In the City.
Oh.
But she had dark hair. She had blonde
Well, she
hair.
has had a lot of different color hair.
Yeah.
She always
As
had
have
blonde
you,
hair.
Linda Carson, so you
Changes.
can't look
This is
down
true.
on that.
This is
Changes.
true. And more is yet to come.
All right, it was an excuse to play with our buttons, as I'm sure we will keep doing.
We'll keep them going through the entire.
And an excuse to talk more about a great musical opening at the Venice Theater. Blood Brothers opens March 30th and runs through April 23rd. More info at VeniceStage.com. Coming up next, we're going to feed our four-legged friends and take those buzzers away.
My Hometown Fest is coming to Nathan Venderson Park Saturday, April 15th. Join us for culinary favorites from across the U.S. paired with your favorite craft beers. There's also great live music and activities for adults and kids. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. They're my savior. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
When I turned 18, something big happened on my birthday. Every comfort that I knew, gone. This is what it feels like to age out of the foster care system in America. And this is the feeling that nearly 30,000 young people experience every year. But it can be better. You and me, working together for success beyond 18. Improve the lives of young people aging out of foster care. Learn more at jimcaseyouth.org.
Tickets are going fast for My Hometown Fest, being held from noon till 5 p.m. Saturday, April 15th at Nathan Penderson Park. Enjoy foods from 40 area restaurants, 60+ craft beers, live music, and lots of fun. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We are talking to Chad, the owner of Ben Soft Pretzels, a new store in town. And Chad, tell us about the different varieties you have, and those are huge.
Yeah, they're all half-pound pretzels. This is actually our specialty pretzel. It's a Dutch almond, so it's almond with a little caramel glaze. It's delicious.
That sounds good. And I see some stuffed with hot dogs and things as well.
Yes, we have 100% all-beef hot dogs wrapped with Swiss cheese inside a pretzel dog. And then we have 3 different pockets. I have 2 here. Meatballs, marinara, and provolone cheese is in the one. We have an Italian pocket, which is ham, pepperoni, marinara, and provolone. And then we have a basic ham and cheese.
All right, lots going on with pretzels. Can't wait to join you in the kitchen. We'll see you in a little bit. Beth?
Well, feeding our pets can be tricky with so many options for foods and treats on store shelves. But our pet expert and pet trendologist, Charlotte Reed, just got back from the Global Pet Expo in Orlando, and she has tips on the latest and healthiest pet dining trends. Welcome back, and I want to talk about a pet expo. What is that? Because that sounds like it's official.
Well, Global Pet, first of all, you guys look great. I'm happy to be back with you, of course, and it's nice to meet you, Lulu.
Nice to meet you.
Global Pet Expo is like dying and go to doggy and cat heaven. It's like 3,000 products plus on the Orange County Convention Center, and all you do is see dog strollers. Now, it's pet industry related, so you don't have a lot of pet owners like yourselves,
Right.
but it's just amazing. It's all the what's new, what's happening in the pet industry.
And do people bring their pets, like
Some people do bring
owners?
their pets. I mean, I generally use the animals, Happy Morrow and Tie the Tongue, the second day because I like to take pictures with the products. So we have, for example, one of my clients, Carolina Pet, they own the license for Pendleton. So one of the things that we did, which was really fun, is the Big Lebowski is really hot again. So they make Big Lebowski sweaters for the dogs, and there was a cutout of Jeff Bridges. So I did the Jeff Bridges sweater. The dogs were Jeff and Jeff Bridges, so it was really great to do. And also just, you know, other things, whether you're going to try food or treats or
So what are people looking for when they say pet food? Because I know that's one of the big things that are there too.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I mean, one of the things I noticed at this year's show was pet food and treats were really the biggest thing. So this is what I'm doing. I prepared the ultimate food bag for you to talk about food trends.
Okay.
So people really are looking to feed their dogs like they're looking to feed themselves. They want certified, organic, and healthy pet food. That's a really, really high quality. So I discovered this great new food, and as you can see, Morrow is eating it. So it's Pecurian's Gather, and it comes in 4 formulas. So it's sustainable, it's which means obviously they're sourcing very close to their manufacturing facility. Also, for example, they have 4 flavors. They have 3 for dogs and then 1 for cat. So there's a free-range chicken, where that means the chickens are not caged.
What? These dogs are eating well.
They're eating very, very well as a wild ocean. Now the wild ocean, actually the dogs are eating it right now, but the wild ocean, believe it or not, is not net caught, it's line caught. So it's more sustainable, so they're not dragging the nets on the bottom floor, and they're really not hurting any other animals. They're looking for their fish. And also it's made with great sources of protein. So you've got your chicken, you've got your ocean, and then also, which is really cool, people are thinking about having their pets go vegan. Now, you can't go vegan for cats because one of the most important amino acids for cats is taurine. Now, dogs can actually make it themselves from food, but cats can't. So if you have a dog that has, for example, and this is the Endless Valley, this is the vegan food that they have right here. They have Endless Valley, and it's made from plant-based ingredients. What's nice about it is you have a dog who has allergies or is having certain type of medical care, then you might want to feed him.
All right, so you mentioned food, but now let's go to treats, because you have a milk bone over there. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, milk bone is part of our makeup. It's part of American culture. It's part of our history. And what's really interesting is they're really embracing the newest trends. So with their farmer's medley, which is basically protein sources with a lot of fresh vegetables. So they're typical whole grain, and then they're grain-free, which is, you know, the buzzword for people who have pets. So what you have is U.S. source protein with no corn, no fillers, and no preservatives. So they're really embracing what's happening in the marketplace.
One of the flavors is pumpkin.
Well, it's pumpkin and turkey, and that's grain-free.
Oh.
And then you have lamb and spring vegetables. Doesn't that sound yummy?
Yeah.
No fighting over the food. No fighting over the gather. And then you have the chicken and the whole grain formula, and the beef and the whole grain formula, which is very typical. So it's very, and the nice thing is one size fits all. Because a lot of times when you have pets of different sizes, they tell you to buy different bags of treats. These fit all pets. The best part,
that's great.
$3.99 for a 12-ounce bag, and you can get them at Kroger's, Publix, Walmart.
Right.
Whereas the Gather only comes at a specialty store.
Do they taste good?
Do you want to eat one?
Look at them.
But I always wonder about that for my dogs.
If they do taste really well. He put his whole face in that one.
It's always a challenge. So I'll try one. I mean, what's the big deal?
We want the scientific
opinion
here.
Sure.
What was this?
This is the whole grain recipe. It's with the real chicken.
Is it good?
Taste?
It's dry. I mean, it's a pet food biscuit.
It kind of smells like
chicken. You need
chicken.
water to go with it.
Yeah, you need a little water to go with it.
Well, while you give them that, let's move to the next product. You brought some bowls that look really trendy.
Okay. Now look at these beautiful bowls, if you don't mind holding that up. This one has the pet food. Isn't it reminiscent of French cookware?
Yes.
I mean, it looks just
cute.
like Le Creuset, which I cook, and so of course I had to have these.
Oh, you match.
But it's really, really nice because they have a ceramic bottom. If one of you want to spin one of those bowls around, you have the ceramic outside, you have the stainless steel outside, the ceramic-like interior with the color that gives you that pop of bright color in your kitchen. Also, stainless steel, believe it or not, is eco-friendly because you only buy a bowl once. You
And they're skid-free.
And they're skid-free, which is really important, especially if you have dogs with floppy ears who are constantly dropping water on the floor, possibly preventing accidents for you, your family, and visiting guests. So that's really
makes sense.
And then another thing that you have here is brushless paste.
Well, you know, after any good meal, you know, I got a little taste of that oats in there. It's pretty good. Pretty good from the milk bone. But you know, after a good meal, everyone tells you need to really brush your teeth.
Yes.
So I brought some Oratine, which is actually made by the developers of Biotine. And we all know Biotine. It's the #1 recommended dental wash. So make the same product. And what's really great about it is brushless. So it's a clear gel packed with enzymes.
So you rub it on?
And you just rub it. I'll do it with Mauro. He has bigger
And then
teeth.
how do they just
rub
lick
it
off?
on? No, you just rub it on their gum line.
You rub it on the teeth, not the gum. The gums, not the teeth.
On the gums and
whatever
the teeth.
you can
He's
get.
actually eating it, so he doesn't seem
So
to
it
mind
must
it at
taste
all.
good.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't tasted it, but what's great about it, it's by Xylomycin.
I think
what's
that's
great
good that
about
you have not
is
tasted it.
it's nice is that it's really gentle and it gets rid of that plaque. It helps the halitosis because some of our pets have stinky halitosis breath. And the other thing is it's easy. And also, if you have a senior pet takes medication, it really helps with the dry mouth.
Oh, right.
Wow. All right, well, you can learn about more of these products and many of them that Charlotte has on her radio show. It's called The Pet Buzz on Saturday mornings on SarasotaNewsRadio.com. Next, it's Suncoast for sale. We'll be right back.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. A case of adoption fraud in Bradenton. Details on a recent arrest and a look at how easy it is to scheme the system. Plus, big moneymaker for the Suncoast, just how much money the Pirates games in Bradenton are expected to generate this year during spring training. Now, let's head over to Bob.
Not many games left. We had beautiful weather today up and down the Suncoast. Lots of sunshine today. It'll stay that way tomorrow, too. 79 degrees. Dew point is at 63 right now, and winds out of the southwest at 11, keeping things comfortable near the coast. And the pressure still pretty high at 30 inches. Now, there is a storm system moving through the southern plain states that will bring us some changes. Some big storms down to East Texas, heading off toward Louisiana at this hour. But we're looking at lots of sunshine and fair skies right now. We'll see just a few clouds around. Temperatures staying warm up until 11. Forecast at 5.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that. And with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
This fire season's shaping up to be fairly busy. We haven't quite reached the peak of it yet.
Wildfire risks here on the Suncoast. A rain deficit is causing brush to dry up and act like tinder. We've already seen massive evacuations and damage in some parts of the state. What can we do to lower our risk? I'm Haley Wilgus. We have tips from Suncoast firefighters.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
And welcome back. There's no secret that affordable homes are hard to find here on the Suncoast, but they are out there. Now, Realtor Eric Schrock from SWC Properties is here today in our Suncoast for sale with homes that you can buy for the same amount that you can rent for.
Yes, there's a lot of homes. We have people coming that say, can I buy a home? And for about the price of rentals, you can actually own a home.
And that's amazing.
And there's some nice homes out there, some really nice homes.
All right, well, let's get right into it then.
Yeah, this first home is actually a brand new home. It's actually, it hasn't even been lived in yet, just got completed. So it's a $239,900. It is a 3-bedroom. All these homes are 3-bedroom. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This is concrete block construction. Again, they did the upgrades with the gutter on the outside. Beautiful home. It has a nice open kitchen.
Wow, that is really nice.
They did upgrades in that with stainless steel appliances. And you'll see throughout this whole house is this wood plank tile floor.
Nice.
That's a porcelain tile that looks like wood planks.
Oh.
And the tile work is done incredible. You know, even the master shower has a unique tile that's very very modern right now.
So you're telling me the wood looks like tile, but it's actually tile?
It's actually tile.
That
it
is
looks
the
like
newest
wood.
thing. I have that in my home.
Good if you have kids or dogs.
It is. I'm pricing it as we speak.
Very great.
Yep.
And so this home is just a nice home. At $239,900, you got a brand new home that's 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This next home is on Upton Avenue. It's $239,000. This again is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in Sarasota Springs. It's a meticulously maintained home. It's a little bit older, but yet it's still maintained magnificently, so everything is ready to go into.
Oh, it's so bright.
It is a bright home. It's a very bright home. It has tile floors through the main living area. The kitchen is very open, and it has this great backyard that's fenced in. All the rooms are nice and bright. You know, it does have carpet in the bedrooms. Again, it's a 3-bedroom. Plenty of room. This about 1,200 square feet home. That you got plenty of room for your family, and still about the same cost of what it would be to rent. Big, beautiful shade trees in the backyard and around the property. So it's really nice to enjoy.
Well, you know, you were mentioning earlier that, you know, a lot of people don't realize that they can afford a home. You know, what's happening when they come to you?
Well, there's a lot of people that don't realize that things have changed to where they can afford a home. You know, they're paying for rent, and they don't realize that they can actually buy a home for the price that they're paying for rent. And a lot of it is that coming out of the collapse of the real estate market, getting loans was very difficult. Well, that has since been able to loosen a little bit. It's still not that you can just go in and get a loan, but there's programs out there that can help a person get a home.
Especially for first-time home buyers.
And interest rates are still relatively low. So
Interest
now's
rates
a good
are
time.
low.
I like this one.
This one is this home is on Gosio Road. It's 237-4. This house was built in 1916.
Oh, wow.
So you actually got a 100-year-old house. It has a detached garage, which actually has a mother-in-law apartment in it. So the main house is 2-bedroom, 1 bath. The mother-in-law apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Again, the kitchen, it has a lot of the features of the 1916, but yet it still has the modern appliances. It has a great wainscoting, and the master bedroom door even has a barn door.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
Looks like it's been upgraded a lot.
Yes, it's very beautiful. And this is a mother-in-law apartment, very spacious.
Oh, nice.
So this is affordable for what you're paying for rent.
That's amazing. All right, well, thank you so much, Eric. If you want to contact him or find out about those properties or any others they have listed, you want to go to swcproperties.com for more information on any of these great homes. We'll be right back.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less, featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
Because my parents told me I have to be responsible.
Because my first coach told me, you can do this.
Because my boss showed me how to do a good job.
Because my teacher helped me see the choices.
I'm swimming faster than I ever dreamed.
I am a valuable employee.
I discovered that I could work as an artist.
I will be whatever I want to be.
Youth with disabilities should grow up expecting to work and succeed. For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. I wanted to share an email from our viewer Terry. She writes in, it was fun to see Linda take down the self-defense teacher. Where can I buy one of those keychains? Here's a look at what Terry is referring to. We had Derek from Clark's Self-Defense on yesterday, and he was teaching us about a Kubaton. Now, these are widely available online, and it is a little black baton that Linda is holding in her hands, and you use it, you see it, her keys are on it, so she uses it a keychain, but when it is put on like a pressure point, like your shoulder blade or slammed against somebody's wrist, it does a really good job helping to protect you. They are also for sale at Clark's Self-Defense in Sarasota. That is where Derek has a self-defense class, including how to use this Kubaton, and that's coming up on March 29th. You can register at clarkselfdefense.com, or more information, of course, at suncoastview.com. And Linda, you did a really good job with that.
It's fun. I mean, it's not hard. You just go for right here or the head. That would work too. And suddenly he goes down. This big, strong man goes down. Well, then I felt bad that I knocked that poor man down.
I like the concept that you could hold it in your hand and it makes your actual keys a weapon, so that if I whipped you with my keys, it would hurt.
So, but it had so many different uses, because she said you can hold it on the hand and press
if you push down, then the hand goes down.
Right. Disconnects right here.
You know, things happen. It's just smart to be prepared.
Everyone needs one of those.
No, I agree.
Because you keep it with your keys. I have several self-defense tools that I'd have to clean out my
Right. So this is just something that's always with you. So we appreciate Derek for bringing that to us from Clark's Self-Defense. Here's another fun tool. We're going to hear about this tomorrow. Our senior producer, Joey Panic, just got this in the mail. It's a fidget cube. And yesterday he was using it almost like a stress ball. He was playing with it because it made him feel better. It gave him a reason to, you know, move around and focus on what he's doing. But it's a hot new gadget, and we're going to learn about it tomorrow. Here's what I would say. It made a little clicking noise, so that if you had to have one and you were sitting next to me clicking it, I might take it away from you.
I don't get it. Why don't you push those buttons?
Because I think it makes you
if
feel
nothing
better.
goes on and off.
So you can fidget.
But Beth and I decided we would probably throw it if we got irritated.
I don't fidget.
But
I don't fidget. Look at my hand.
So we'll find out about the fidget cube tomorrow, because right now we are headed to the kitchen with Ben's soft pretzels, and I think we're going to do a little twist and shouting.
I'm liking this.
Yeah.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. More alligators on the move, spotted roaming golf courses, and today we found one on a tennis court. Why the reptiles are out and about, and why you should be extra cautious during mating season. In Suncoast Traffic Watch, no crashes, but traffic is backed up right now on the Ringling Bridge heading back to the mainland into Sarasota. Slow going from St. Armand Circle into downtown. Now over to Bob for another look at the weather.
Well, again, comfortable conditions up and down the coast right now. Inland areas, Orlando at 88 degrees right now, so they're away from that sea breeze, but 79 in Sarasota and along the area beaches. Generally in the mid-70s. Anna Maria at 76 now, the same temperature in Manasota Key, and 76 in Inglewood, 87 though in Mayaca City, and 86 in Arcadia. We're looking at generally fair skies right now. Well, much more in the forecast coming up at 5. See you then.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
We're gonna go out there in the rain. We're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Go, okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Coming up Thursday at 4 on Suncoast View, there is something for everyone at the Sarasota Film Festival. We'll preview the discussion panels you can be a part of, plus Suncoast kids directing short films. Easter is coming. We have creative basket ideas, plus our gadget guru has grilling tools, and Food Lovers Catering joins us in the kitchen.
And we're about to do something that's a lot of fun. Joining us now is Chad from Ben's Pretzels, and we're going to make some pretzels. Hi, Chad.
Hello.
All right, so how do we do this? Because it seems like it's going to be complicated.
I've never done this before.
All right, so what we'll start with the dough, and you want to get a ½ pound. So an 8-ounce cut, usually about 2 fingers, and you go about 8–10 inches long.
That's a lot of dough.
Oh, very good, Lulu.
Yeah, they're generally close to almost twice the size of an average pretzel.
Wow. Now, does that dough have to rise and be punched and all of that before it gets to this point?
Yes.
Okay.
The dough needs to rise at least 25 to 30 minutes
Okay.
before we use
Because
it.
it looks all puffy and
All right,
cool.
so now that she cuts them, then what's next?
What we'll do is you each can take one, and then you'll
All right,
spread it
pass
out
it
and
out.
you'll roll. You
Here
want to
it
go
comes,
from your
girls.
palms to your fingers.
Now that everybody has touched my pretzel.
Right? Yours is going to have extra flavor.
It smells so good.
I'm coming. Here we go, Linda.
Okay, here we go.
All right, what now?
So you just want to go from your palm to your fingers and roll
Palm to your fingers.
one
So we're
direction
rolling?
at a time.
Palm. How do you do palm to fingers?
He said one section at a time,
From
so
your-
start at one end.
Just push from your fingers to your palm. Yeah, you want to kind of roll it like this.
I'll roll it like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
roll
I see.
it.
I was making like a pie.
No.
And
yeah,
Oh,
me too.
roll it.
How long is it supposed to get?
It's going to get, you want to get it close to 48 inches long.
48 inches.
Well, Beth, you're in my way.
I'm in your way.
Here I come, Lulu.
stretched out.
Okay, here we go. It's coming over, Linda.
So try not to go against each other because it could cause it to tear.
Oh. Against each other?
Yeah, so like if you're pushing on the right and pushing on the left, so you want to do one side at a time.
Oh, one side at a time.
Yeah, and go with both hands.
Oh.
So we're math challenged. We don't know how long 48 inches is.
Well, we know it's so it's
Mine's
bigger than a
getting as long as
yardstick.
the
So yeah, you're going to get about this far.
Bigger than a yardstick.
Okay.
You're not much bigger than 48 inches.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been told that before
So
when
we
I
want
tried
as
to
long
ride
as
a ride at
Bobeth?
the fair. Huh?
We want it height of Bobeth?
Yeah.
Yes, make it almost as tall as Bobeth.
Probably from the
I'm
stove
sorry,
to
Lulu,
almost
I'm
the
coming
end of
over.
the
It's
counter.
okay. Come on, I'll share.
Out and
Out.
pop it.
Yeah, so
What?
come out and flip it up a little bit and then lay it on the counter and then it should.
All right, you need one of these of your own
Out.
here.
Flip it up
Out.
a little bit.
All right, I'm going to donate mine. Here, we need an
So-
example.
Okay.
So you're not going to cross, so you're going to come
Oh.
and then.
And then in.
Okay,
then
do
you
this
have-
again.
Can you unfold it and do it again? We're not eating these for the record because there's dirt in my pretzel.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
We'll
so
come
your
do
right
like
I
hand
gotta stick
comes.
with mine now.
Right hand comes.
It never crosses.
And how
never
does
and it pops
cross.
up.
it comes like
You
that?
never cross your hands.
Okay. So you come together.
We're
Right.
perplexed.
Oh, you come together.
You'll bring your hands together, and then you just flip it up.
Okay, now you cross.
See, you're fine. And then you can bring yours back.
Bring it back
Bring
like
it back.
Then you bring those back,
No, don't.
and then you'll
Here,
make
let
the
me try.
pretzel.
Bro, Beth's
bring
getting
it
ready
back
to
like
throw it.
that.
Just-
Cross them over.
Yep, keep them
Change it.
crossed. Bring that to here.
I think I did it.
Bring this to here.
No.
Yep,
No.
bring
Oh,
it
I
right
did
to
so.
there,
Oh,
and then
you
push
did
that,
so.
and then you
Yes,
have
I
your-
did
then
it.
you'll
A
have your
pretzel.
I did it.
I have got a pretzel.
I don't have
know,
one.
Lulu. I'm a little worried
All
about
right, so
yours.
we're going to put
I
this
am
one in
too.
the oven and
Not
then get
really.
the.
We're gonna
oh, you got to put it in
pretend.
water. Oh, I'm sorry.
Do I have to?
I
But
messed
if I
it
put it in
up.
the water, it'll fall apart, and it's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
know. I don't know what to do.
I'm
now.
really proud of this.
Now, why do we put it in the water? Does that give us the shiny coating?
Yes, it's
Well, Beth, you're taking
baking
up
soda.
all
It gives
the
it a
room.
nice color to it.
Excuse me.
All right.
Look at Linda's pretzel.
Sorry.
Linda,
I'm
take
not
care of
eating
mine.
anything you people
Don't
just
eat
made.
Lulu's.
We need a shot of Linda's pretzel. This is hilarious.
Oh, I think it's very good. People would
Wow.
make
What
money
is
for
that?
When you see that cooked.
All right, let's put it in the oven.
There's a definite art and skill to pretzel making.
This is Ben Soft Pretzels at Lockwood Ridge and University inside the Walmart. We don't work there, so you'll want to go there to get some. Bring it over here. Lulu, thanks for playing with us today. Take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast view.